Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling Clementine, you are lost and gone forever. Dreadful sorry, Clementine.
Louis indeed. I mean, look at this. Isn't this just the perfect family? Clem, Louis, and AJ. Like, where could you possibly find something like this in a zombie apocalypse? And AJ's reaction when Louis said, "Oh my darling Clementine," just priceless. Anyways, Louis, fan favorite. The Jaden Smith, oh, wait, never mind, sorry, wrong one. Charming, funny, likable, someone you really need during a zombie apocalypse when the world's just flipped upside down. Someone that both Clem and AJ need the most right now. Also, go ahead and let us know in the comments section what games you'd like to see us cover in future videos. Detroit, Vindy, anything really. Go ahead and just spam that comment section with your favorite games. Anyways, just as promised, and with the help of your votes, the Louis character and role in episode 2 video is here. Now, here's something we'd like to make very clear. This is not, and I repeat, not a leak video. This is purely just a discussion theory type video, using the information from the leaks in episode 1. So if you're interested in this kind of video and you want to see more, make sure you click that like button, and if you're not already, consider subscribing. We're really close to our goal of 10,000 subscribers. Now let's get this video started. What's up guys, this is Brett, the narrator of this here video on SmackNPie, and you're watching The Guy Gaming Show, owned and operated by Smack himself. Alright, so before we begin, I know some of you are still in just a bit of shock. Like, how the heck could Smack write a script for Louis? Well, first of all, he was a bit disappointed with the Violet Leaks video. Some of the comments were, well... And we just wanted to clear some things up. Number 1, this is just a video game, and these are just video game characters. Number 2, Smack and all of us here love Louis and every character, and we respect every fandom. 3, we're not being biased with some, because Smack likes Violet more, we just have more info on Violet. Hence, we tend to deliver the content that we have more facts and information on. We don't like to share around the fake stuff. No fake news here, folks. Number 4, lastly, just like this here Louis video, we plan a Violet one as well, and not the leak one. Louis got his own separate leaks video, and Violet got hers, so it's only fair. But now we're scrapping off that. Now, there's also a poll in the cards above. Let us know which one of these we should do next. Now, with that out of the way, let's get started on the video. Alright, so Louis is one of the main characters in The Walking Dead, the final season. He's a hunter for the school, or more specifically, Erickson's boarding school for the troubled youth. Throughout the first episode, we learn that Marlon and Louis are like best friends. They've known each other for a really long time. He's around 18, 19, and he's African American. Not that you guys didn't know that or couldn't see it, maybe. Anyways, this is his description to Clementine when you go hunting with him and a sim. A sim loves giving me crap and having a good time, always telling me I'm not thinking long term. We need to guarantee our future. All of that horse sizzle. But I tell him right back, there's only one guarantee. This moment. There's only one thing you got. The only thing any of us got. Might as well enjoy it. Something that's actually is powerful in a zombie apocalypse. I mean, dying is inevitable. You know you're gonna die sooner or later, whether it be a gunshot or a zombie bite, so you might as well enjoy the time you have. Enjoy the small moments. Now, for the background, there's nothing much known about him except that he was a student in the school and he's Marlon's best friend. Well, he was. And it's confirmed we'll learn more about him in episode 2. And seriously, we're all dying to find out. Get it? Dying? Cause they're zombies? They're the undead? Never mind. Now here's a description for Louis. Louis wants to preserve the old world, such as art, music, and culture. Louis is first shown playing a piano to AJ to calm him down. He greets Clementine and tells her that Marlon left her bag somewhere in the room. After Clementine finds her bag, she asks him if he knows any other songs. He responds by saying, well, there is one, but you're armed. Then he plays, Oh My Darling Clementine. This was such a strong introduction to any character so far. Telltale did a really good job with Louis. His character is something that you desperately needed in an apocalypse, so you know that he is perfect for Clem. Well, unless you're in that third party of not going with anyone. Now, he was the first one to get along so good and smoothly with Clem. He took care of AJ while Clem was taking a rest, using his piano skills, and again, this scene is so strong to me. I don't know why, it's just a powerful scene that shows Clem, Louis, and AJ together. Something that you can instantly say, now that's what I want, give me more of that now. When Marlon asks for Clem and Louis's help for the walkers, we get introduced to Violet. And yes, we all know how that turned out. But Louis handles the situation really well by saying, I'm Violet, nice to meet you. To which Violet responds, what he said. It really shows two things. Number 1, his relationship with other school kids is strong, and that if there's any situation like this, Louis is the guy to a call. And when Violet and Marlon went outside, Louis assured Clem that Violet froze on you. And yes, we can see that. He then introduces his weapon, which is a chair leg with a few nails attached to it, and he even nicknamed it Chairless. Like, even though to some it might be kind of cringy, it shows that he's genuinely trying to keep things calm and keep everyone happy and smiling. Something, again, desperately needed in an apocalypse. Also, he compliments Clem and teases Violet that she gave a poor performance, and then goes on to say that Clem gave a solid A plus even. Now, in his defense, he told both Asim and Clem that, in my defense, I do get things down. I also just prefer to see it as day-to-day task. And also, if you choose Louis instead of Asim, you can clearly see he's the guy you want to be around, again, in an apocalypse. Now, here comes the juicy part. His relationship with each character, which is so important for episode 2 and just in a general storyline. Let's start with AJ. Well, Louis was one of the first people that actually cared about AJ and calmed him down with his piano after what he did to Ruby, which really shows that how much he cares about other people. Also, he gave his own bowl of soup to AJ, even if it means sleeping hungry for the night. AJ and Louis seem to get along really well, and keep that factor in mind because we're going to need it for later. In the ending, when AJ pointed a gun at Marlon, and when Marlon took his gun and shoves him down, Louis was the one who helped him stand up again. I tell you, Louis and AJ, that's your new god of war. Anyways, in the end, when AJ shoots Marlon, Louis and everyone was shocked, but I doubt it'll change their relationship. He already learned who AJ is as a person. If anything, Louis is now learning more about AJ, you know, for future stuff. Family-friendly content. Now, let's talk about the juicy part, which is Clem and Louis. Louis already has a love interest in Clem, as he often tries to flirt with her. One of the signs is when he asks Clem if she already has a boyfriend. Also, when you, Violet, and Louis, along with AJ, go outside of the safe zone, firstly, he agrees with Clem. I mean, why not? And secondly, when Clem says, let's see those talents in action, this is where Louis gets all hyped and responds, I can't say no to a face like that. I mean, do you need any more proof than that? Anyways, that leads us to the ending of the first episode. If you choose to appeal to Louis, he hesitates at first, because you have to stand up against your best friend. Best friend for someone you just met 2 days ago. I know it sounds wrong, but allow me to explain. Regardless of him having a crush on Clem, from a general point of view, you don't just stand up against your best friend for someone you met 2 days ago, even if you have a crush. Well, that is if your best friend is on the wrong side. And that's exactly what Louis did. He did the right thing, standing up for the right, even if it means against your best friend. But now, he needs you. He needs Clem more than ever. His best friend just died, believe it or not, and you're a part of it. Which leads us to episode 2 and its leaks. We talked about leaks a couple videos ago, and there weren't many on the Louis leaks, and it's not that we didn't find it or we're not showing it intentionally, there's just not much. Anyways, with the leak shows, it's obvious that you're gonna get a choice to spend some time with either Louis or Violet, and spending time with Louis is the right option, for the most part. Yes, other kids need that time too, especially Violet, but she's strong and she can take care of herself. Not that Louis can't, but he stood up for you and his best friend died, so if you're not choosing him, it's kind of wrong. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with you as a person, but I mean, I think you need therapy or something. That's just wrong. That's awful. Regardless, it's also confirmed that we're gonna learn more about Louis in episode 2. And seriously, we can't wait for that. Also, there's a solid possibility that by episode 3 or 4, Louis or Violet, or even both, might die, which would suck a lot. What I need is Clem, Louis, Violet, and AJ to be together as a family in the end. Clem and Louis as the parents, while Violet being the sister or maybe the fun aunt or something. So you know, Smack can finally go with Violet, then he'll be happy. All Clovis Club will be happy. Happy together, happy ending, everyone's happy. Anyways, with that being said, let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, why don't you go ahead and hit that like button if you haven't already. And if you haven't joined the Guy Army or SmackNPie, name pending, join now by subscribing and let's get this channel to 10K. Anyways, I'm Brett, and until next time, peace.